So today we're talking about Expressway Village. Where is that, you might say? Well, it's my little corner of the world out here by the base, and I love it. So stay tuned, we're starting right now. So welcome back, y'all. I'm Debbie Dobbins, your host for this episode of Your Wichita Falls. And today we're talking about my stomping grounds. I love it out here by the base. Now, there are people that will say it's so far away from town. It's 10 minutes, but when you get to live in Wichita Falls, you get a little spoiled. I am a Southern California girl, and I am now spoiled Wichitan because everything that's more than 15 minutes away is so far away. But it's not. It's just a relative perspective. So by the base where I am in Expressway Village, which is off of the 44 freeway, get off at Missile Road, and on both sides of Missile, there's housing developments called Expressway Village. So if you go from the 44 all the way down to the base, on each side of Missile, there's a development called Expressway Village. Most of it was built by a home builder named Dave Rohn, who's no longer with us. In my opinion, one of the best home builders ever to be in Wichita Falls. I personally have lived in 3 of Dave Rohn's houses, and they are solid as a rock. So if you ever have a chance and you want to live by the base and you can get a house built by Dave Rohn, you have got yourself an absolute gem. But I digress. There's tons and tons of houses out here. They're beautiful. They're mostly brick. Some of them are larger. Some of them are 2 stories. They average around 1,500 square feet each. I will tell you that the prices of our homes out here by the base have escalated considerably in this last bit of time with the real estate housing going up. And literally, some of the homes here are selling up to $150 a square foot. And only 3 years ago, they were in the lower 100s below into the 90s. So the reason for that is there's a tremendous amount of people that want to live by the base because we're right here by the base. But it doesn't mean that only people that work on the base, active military, live here. We've got people from all over the community living in our community. I personally love it so much because it's straight up to the base. I don't even go to the base, but I feel so comforted living by the base. Great neighbors. There are so many people in this community, particularly by the base because we're so insulated, that are just loving, kind, considerate. We do the Texas wave on the steering wheel. Everybody says hello to everybody. You can walk down the street, you can jog down the street, you can walk your dog down the street. It's absolutely magical in this little community here. So as you can see from this video, beautiful homes. As I said, mostly brick. I very seldom see siding or wood in this particular area called Expressway Village. There are actually new build homes. Now, they're not built by Dave Rohn, he's passed, but there are brand new builds always around Expressway Village. There's usually waiting lists, but you can get an absolutely brand new spanking home right here by the base if that's what you're into. So there's all these homes that were built, some in the 60s, some in the 70s, most of them in the 80s, some in the 90s, the 2000s, because they continue to build out here. It's an absolutely stunning community. I recommend it to everybody. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of inventory. So if you want to live out here by the base, be prepared to be patient. When I moved out here, let me tell you, inventory was even tight back then and we weren't having a housing shortage. So it's a fantastic place to live. You could not ask for better neighbors. We celebrate patriotic holidays out here. I put flags out the neighborhood to support our amazing military. And I just love it out here in Expressway Village. So if you're looking for a neighborhood, it's a little bit 10 minutes from the main shopping area of Wichita Falls, but the fact is that we're close enough to everything and far enough away to feel like you're almost a little rural. If you absolutely feel like you're not finding what you need by Expressway Village, I have a lot of off-market properties that show up. So schedule a Zoom meeting with me at the link below. Be sure to stay tuned for the next 2 videos because you'll learn more about your Wichita Falls. And as always, I say, Y'all come back now. You hear? Bye-bye.